we talk about the future potential of it maybe weaponizing itself or being weaponized against us by ideologues who program it. But something I just came across my feed today from the quartering, again, there's going to be a little screen share, says here that the IRS have full access to all bank accounts using AI and are targeting regular Americans. I'm just going to press play here and here just for a couple minutes to see what he has to say.
I know about that. And now, according to this new bombshell video, the IRS is using, allegedly, AI to scan all of your bank accounts at any moment. They know exactly how much money is in every single bank account in the United States from people. They also have no problem ruining everyday people's lives, according to this IRS agent. If you are enjoying the coverage, or at least you appreciate the coverage, please do leave a like on this video. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below. I do 4 to 5 videos a day. Flashback to the debt deal. This was early to.
Okay, so we won't go on with that. So this was, I guess, broken by James O'Keefe of O'Keefe Media Group. Where are you? There we are. That the IRS is using AI to not just spy on your accounts, but steal bank accounts. And we're in the second anniversary of the invocation of the Emergencies Act here in Canada, where a lot of people's bank accounts were frozen, but it was the banks kind of doing it at the behest of the government. But what if a government such as ours, or such as the US, or government bodies such as our Canadian Revenue Agency, Canada Revenue Agency, or the IRS, what if they had the power, as they seem to just go in with AI and let it do the work that they program it to? What protections do we have against this other than buying physical silver and gold and like bartering? How do we solve this problem?
There isn't one. There isn't one. And let me tell you, I'm always amazed at how these people who, and I've watched that creator's videos. I actually like some of his stuff. What do you think's been happening? You know, what about FinCEN? What about Five Eyes? None of this is new. This governments have had this ability since the 90s. None of this is new. Artificial intelligence is not something new. The artificial intelligence goes back to the 60s. When that was the birth of it. None of this is new. Governments have been able to take a peek in and see how much money you have. God knows how long. They've been able to shut down bank accounts for 20 years, if not more. None of this is new.
Just the speed at which they can do it is changing.
Well, now, let me address something else that you said. For people who want to buy physical gold, silver, and cryptos, here's where most people, and when I say most, literally 95% of the people get it wrong. They'll go and they'll buy their gold and silver. They'll buy it from the bank. They'll buy it from some metals exchange. No, you're tracked. You are always tracked. That's just the way the world is working. Same reason why you don't buy cryptos from an exchange. What you do is you find some random wholesale person. You put a wallet on your phone like Exodus or Mycelium, something that doesn't require verification, and you buy your gold, you buy your silver, you buy your cryptos, and you keep your mouth shut. You don't tell anybody about them, and you put it in a safe spot. You don't put it in the bank.
When you're talking about gold and silvers, then you're going to be buying that obviously via cash, is my guess, or you're going to use one of those cryptos, like to those wallet to wallet, in exchange for the physical metal.
Exactly. So you don't buy things off exchanges. You don't buy things through anything that a government could track. You take cash. Here you go. Thank you for my gold. Oh, thank you for my crypto. Are you going to pay a premium for that? Yes, you are. But you also have absolute privacy. You don't have to worry that, you're going to be sitting happily at home and hear, yeah, Mr. Kennedy, you owe us an extra $10,000. Oh, but Mr. Taxman, I don't have $1,000 worth of gold. You bought $10,000 worth of crypto. We'll just take that. You don't
How
want
do
that.
these non-tracked or non-reporting apps or accounts, with the advent of AI that can be used to outsmart encryption, essentially, how do we protect against that? Even like how is any crypto safe ever at this point?
It's not. I mean, you go back to the 80s, okay, and I'm specifically picking the 80s because it was a lot less technologically advanced. You have Oliver North. I don't know if you're familiar with his case. He was higher up in the military, and he sold literally a few crates of weapons to some Central American rebels. 100% secretive. Nobody knows about it, except everybody knows about it. The guy went on national TV and in his trial, and everything came out. So think about this for a second. A high-ranking military official enters a covert operation and has somebody say, "Oh yeah, that guy over there sold these to the Contras," but we can't figure out who the creator of Bitcoin is.
Right.
With all the tools we have at our disposal, we can't figure out who this guy is. He used a GMX email account. Well, that means I've used that email service. That means you have to have another email to use that one, unless he used something like 10-minute email to set up that one.
Mm-hmm.
Email to set up that one.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea.